All right, back again. This is a request from off my Instagram, That Ain't My Daddy. Now I posted a meme in there that said I do different kind of credit repair, not only better your credit score, but also but I also teach you how to master it. All right, and many people believe I am and I understand that I am a credit repair person. Yes, that is part of what I do. I help clean up your credit, improve your credit score, but I also teach you about how credit works and understand, like, for example, understand that I look at credit as like the sides of a coin, okay? Heads, tails, and the edge. There's the consumer side of credit, the business side of credit, and this is where I live. I live on the edge because I understand how both work now that I'm 100% debt free. I understand that the consumer side of credit is the bad side to be. You don't want to be on the bad side of on the consumer side of credit. That's the bad side to be, right? So what I do, to wrap it up in a nutshell, what I do is gather all your information from all three credit reports, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, right? I get them all together because you notice how there's pieces everywhere. You know, one might be here, but might not be there now, and something's over here, but not in that one. And I want you guys to understand that being debt free, you understand that that's on purpose. That design that's on purpose. You know, it's a business design. Credit is a business. It's designed to make money. So it's designed to be confused and keep you in debt, right? Because you think about how's it scored, a little bit of your history and if your buying habits and 30 days this and it's so confusing, but that's on purpose and it's designed by whoever. It doesn't. I understand and respect it on the business side. I get it. You be on this side, it's a wonderful system. You on this side, it's crazy. But anyway, I gather it all together, right? And then I just use a simple formula when I get all your debt together. I go savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life, right? Now the normal credit people, they they remove some stuff and maybe some errors or something. I'm not sure how it all works because I've never really been in that side. I don't really care to, but I want you to understand if something like if they challenge everything in your credit report and the businesses have 30 days to remove it, right? And if they don't respond within those 30 days, by law, it has to be removed from the credit reports, right? And I get it. And then once it's removed, it'll shoot your credit score up temporarily. But because the business, if it's a legit debt, yeah, they might have missed the 30-day window, but they can say, hey, this debt is legit. They signed this, and they'll just put it back on there. But if you're clearing your credit to improve your score so you can get into something else, by the time you're into something else and that other one comes back, and then you're just like double screwed, right? So I don't do that. I tell you the truth. I run it through, see what happens. Yeah, if it removes something, but if it's a legit debt, it's coming back. So I don't really try to tell people about that kind of stuff. It's pointless. But anyway, I use this simple mathematical formula: savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life, right? And if you believe this formula, if you're up to solving this equation, this mathematical formula, you will have created the foundation to wealth. You got to understand your own wealth before you can handle like millions of dollars. You got to understand thousands of dollars, right? Hundreds of dollars, whatever, to understand where you're at. If somebody walks up to you and say, "Hey, how much debt are you in?" and you go, "I don't know." That's no different than uh, me. Like if I hired you for a job and the job costs $5,000, you knock on my door and say, "Hey, and you knock on the door and say, "Hey, the job's done," and then I hand you an envelope of cash, and you look at me and say, "Hey, is it all there?" And I go, I don't know. Would you accept that? Probably not, right? That's the same thing when you say you don't know how much debt you're in. It's the exact same thing. And if you don't know, you're probably losing money by the hour, by the day, with finance charges and all this other stuff. I teach you to stop that hemorrhaging in your bank account by all that nonsense. The only way, listen, the only way you're going to get out of debt, you got to come up with a plan to pay it off, especially student loan debt. There's no way out of it. There's student loan forgiveness programs. They're not going to help you. You got to stop depending on that. You got to accept that you have to pay it off. If you accept that you're never going to pay it off, I want you to understand that you are accepting that you're going to be a slave for the rest of your life. You're going to have a debt all the way till you're dead. And then when you die, the student loan is insured by the federal government. Then they're going to pay back whoever held the loan. So they're going to get all that money from you all your life. And then when you die, they're going to get paid from that loan. It's a win-win. That's why you don't see, you see how easy it is to get that money, and they don't care what you're spending on. There's a reason for that. It's not free. It's because you're going to be a slave, and you did it to yourself. So this is what I prevent. I help people look at their credit reports and understand that credit is not going to be your savior. It's going to be you. Everything comes from you. You get your finances out of the red and in the black, you will be winning. If you do that, you will create your foundation to your financial future. You will. You'll know how to, I promise you, you'll know how to handle money from here on out. Money scams won't work on you anymore. People that borrow, the people that borrow money from you and never pay it back, you won't even let that kind of stuff happen. That stuff doesn't happen because you already know, by the way, like when you're debt free, I teach you this too. Money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. If you've been in debt all your life, and you got to be honest with yourself, if you honestly been in debt all your life, you only speak debt. There's a whole nother language, and it's 100% debt free language. You speak totally different. You don't say the same things. You don't say certain things out loud anymore, especially about your money. You just don't do that anymore. It's almost like it's a gift. Not almost. It is a gift. And it's only fifth grade math. That's it. This is what I teach you. I teach you something that you will be able to pass down through generations. It doesn't just stop with you. Once you learn what I teach you, you won't be able to not do it. That's the best way I can say it. But you won't. But you're going to be so excited. You're going to start telling people. And you got to calm down on that too, because they're not going to believe you, because they've been wrapped up in the debt matrix so long that believe in credit and debt. But once you learn, you just got to be quiet. It's going to be hard, but you'll know the ones that really want help, that are living paycheck to paycheck. No matter how much money they make, no matter how many raises they get, they're still living paycheck to paycheck. You can't figure out why. This is why. But it all starts with your credit report. I put it all together, create a plan how you should pay it off. I prove everything with math. You're not just lost like, oh, okay, I just do that. Okay, he said I do that. No, you'll do that and you'll know why you're doing it. And if you decide to stop in the middle of it, if something comes up or, it's like it's too hard or whatever, you stop right there. You'll know that this is where you stopped. And then when you wanted to get back on, just start back at that point. Okay, cool. And you just keep going. You got to go at your own pace. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be shock. People are not gonna understand what you're doing. They're gonna understand why. You look like you're broke. You must be broke. That's why you're doing this. And those are people all trapped in the debt matrix. So again, what I teach is generations of money management that can be passed down through the generations. This is how it's done. I have the master mathematical formula. I do. I wish I would have known it earlier, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Now is my time, and now is my time to teach you guys. This is how it's done. It starts with you. It started with me the whole time, not some outside entity. It started with me. Keep my finances in the black. Never finance anything less than a house. Never. Nothing. Never finance. If I was me talking to me back when I was 20, I would have walked up nose to myself and said, hey, don't you ever finance anything less than a house. Ever. Nothing. What about a car? Nothing. What about shoes? Nothing. What about phone? Nothing. Your money will stack so fast. This is what I teach. I will be unlike, and this is not bragging, I will be unlike any financial person you will ever heard of, probably in your entire life. I know I'm similar to people, but I have my own style. Everything I'm proving to you, I can prove with math. I thank you for the request out there on Instagram. I hope this answered the questions. If it didn't, please comment down below. If you want a free 15-minute consultation, I wish I would have said that in my last video. I know I forgot to say it. You can reach out to me at DebtAintMyDaddy.com. You can find me on Facebook, DebtAintMyDaddy, and you can find me on Instagram, DebtAintMyDaddy. And if you have a video request on personal finances, anything, it doesn't matter. I will justify everything I'm saying with math. Just comment below. I love doing this stuff.